Hello and welcome to the Capgemini Dream Team selection panel meeting. We've been selecting our dream teams all tournament long. Philippa Tatiet joins me in studio again as she did before the tournament, and we're going to be selecting our favourite 15.
Yeah, we certainly are. And I've got even more headaches than when we did the first one.
Number 1, let's start in numerical order. Loose head props, Silvia Turani from Italy has been doing amazing work. Philippa Love from New Zealand. But Liz Patu has to probably be the one that most people have been talking about, and the stats bear out. Her performance has just been exceptional.
It really has. The 100 kg loose head prop, and she is a menace on the field. I mean that in the most complimentary term possible. But a surprise package for me was Australia's scrum. No one expected that to be dominant, yet they had 100% success rate against England. Not many teams can do that, and she was pretty pivotal to it.
Emily Tutosi from Canada is joint second on the top try scorer list with 6 alongside Marley Packer, which is great to see. We've seen amazing tries and try stats from hookers, but the girl who got the hat trick in the final surely has no competition for the number 2 spot.
Exactly right. Amy Cocaine. I mean, when you're looking at stats, you're looking at your hooker, you've got to look at their line-out throw ability. You talk about England scoring so many tries off a driving line-out maul, it comes from her throw. She's got a 95.9% accuracy. That is insane.
Tight head prop, we have to give nods here to Fiji's Soteri Razulia because that performance against South Africa,
she was incredible. She was absolutely incredible. Made the same amount of carries in the first half as she did in the second half. She played the entire game, and she was pivotal in the lead up to the actual try that won that game for Fijiana. So yeah, she is fantastic. But I've gone for a sensible choice. I've gone for Sarah Byrne. She was brilliant in the scrum. In the final, she forced some badly needed penalties to keep England in the game. Her work rate around the park as well.
Number 4, also probably a sensible choice in the reigning World Rugby Player of the Year, right?
Zoe Aldcroft. She was the top tackler for England going into that final. Again, a very consistent performer, quietly goes about her business. So you've got to put her with someone huge and massive and doesn't do anything quietly. Medusa Fowl.
Now, Fowl only missed 2 tackles all tournament, one against South Africa and one in the playoff against Canada. She made 80, the joint most with Wales's Alex Callender. So amazing performance from her. Let's look at the loose forwards. Player of the match performance against France for Alex Matthews. Is there anyone who's competing with this woman for that number 6 shirt?
It's difficult to argue. She has been absolutely fantastic. And again, number 1 for ruck arrivals, so her work rate defensively, doing that stuff you don't always see. She positively affects England's play throughout the tournament. And she was the top tackler in that final, so incredible work rate.
In number 7, Marley Packer was the player of the tournament for the 6 nations, but Sarah Hirini for New Zealand was the top tackler across the tournament. She got bronze at the Commonwealth Games, silver at the Rugby World Cup Sevens, gold in the final. She just seems to be the golden girl.
She does, and everything with a subtle smile on her face as well. But she is a menace at that breakdown, yet she hardly gives away any penalties. We talk about the likes of Marley Packer, these big impactful flankers, but sometimes they can get on the wrong side of the referee. Sarah Hirini, with that lovely smile, always seems to stay on the right side.
Sophie de Goody from Canada, it's like she plays so many roles for her team. And when you look at her stats, 90 ball carries in 5 matches, 16 more than the next person overall. There's almost no arguing with her. Is there a notable mention you want to give to anyone, though?
There absolutely is. Number 8 for South Africa, Healy. She was incredible. With a bit more time together in the squad, a bit more conditioning, she is going to be a force to reckon with.
Now, we get to the halfback pairing, and this is where it gets really juicy. We did have a high-profile injury for France early on in the tournament, and that's heartbreaking. But we did see amazing performances from Megumi Abe from Japan, Kendra Coxheads from New Zealand retiring in absolute style. Who's your scrum half of the tournament?
Well, we started thinking it was going to be all about Laure Swan-Soos, but like you say, she had that injury. But in the shadows comes out Pauline Bourdon, and you almost forgot how good she is. Her first start for France, she gets a player of the match performance. I love her for her 100% attacking mindset.
Now, Wayne Smith gave an amazing compliment to one player at the end of this tournament and said, "This one is one of the best players I've ever had in a team." Considering who he's coached in the past, that is massive praise for Ruahei Demant.
Oh, incredible. And she is my starting 10. I think she's built throughout the tournament. We saw the best of her in that final. She was the player of the final. She is top for line break assists. She's top for try assists. Everything you'd want from a fly half.
Let's talk about wingers. Amazing performances, but also quite a bit of chopping and changing in the England team in particular. When you look at your back line, is there one name that you just have to put down and then select the rest of them based on that?
Absolutely. Portia Woodman is straight in. She was the top try scorer in the tournament, top for defenders beaten, top for meters made, just all round top winger.
So if you have Portia Woodman on the one side, who do you have on the other?
You've got to have speed. And for me, one of the fastest women in world rugby at the moment is Abby Dow. Had that horrendous injury this year. It is incredible that she got back into form, into shape, and she showed us what she could do with that amazing try against Canada.
In the centre partnership, Teresa Fitzpatrick was my choice for quite a few rounds in this tournament, but Cesinelli Donu from Fiji also should get a mention here.
Oh my gosh, her offloading ability was insane. And it's a shame, Fijiana didn't progress as far as we'd have liked because they were playing some entertaining rugby. But for me, I've gone for an Italian in at 12. I've gone for Beatrice Rigoni. She has been fantastic for them. She's like another playmaker on the field. Yes, she's not the biggest 12, but with her footwork, she will always get you good meters forward.
On 13, are you going for top point scorer Skaz or the smiling assassin?
The smiling assassin, Stacey Flula, she was brilliant. We talk so much about Portia Woodman and the tries that she's scoring. 9 times out of 10, it's because of some movement that Stacey Flula has caused through the centre that creates those opportunities for the wingers.
And fullback, was this a difficult decision?
No, for me, Helena Rowland. Wow, she has had a brilliant tournament. She's joint actually with defenders beaten with Portia Woodman. She knows how to counter-attack, but she's unselfish with it as well. She'll always look to release other players. She's got that kicking game as well, which was fantastic. So exciting in attack and sensible in defence. She would be my fullback.
There we go. Make sure that you go select your own dream team. Go to rugbyworldcup.com/2021/dream team. And let's see where you agree or disagree with Philippa and I.